Hello everybody, and welcome to another spooky season deck flip. I have so been looking forward to this one. The Darkwood Tarot is a beautiful deck. Every card in this deck is like its own story. You can get completely lost in the imagery, let your imagination do its thing. Beautiful cards. Cannot wait to dive in with you guys. As always, I have my coffee. I don't know if you can see my mug today. Oh, it'll be upside down. I am feeling especially cozy today. It's a chilly but sunny autumn day. Those are my favorite. When it's cool out, but the sun feels nice and warm on your skin. That's always just cozy, yummy autumn weather. Love it. Okay, so let's dive in. This one, as you can see, comes in a massive box. I would love to show you the inside, but like, it's huge. And I'm trying really hard not to bump the mic, so. The book is huge. I mean, like, it's a typical paperback size, but for a tarot book, it's huge. And I know I said I felt spoiled with the Hocus Pocus book because it was full color, but this book, like, the whole thing is beautiful, full page, full color, nice detailed descriptions. Awesome. They make a lot of suggestions for how to work with it and the way that the deck itself has been designed to be worked with. I've said in another video I don't really agree with tarot readers who say you should just throw the book away. I do believe that you should sit with a deck without the book to learn the cards intuitively so that you can build a personal relationship with them as a reader. But I also appreciate, as an artist and a writer, the work that goes into designing these decks. And I think that we should respect what the creators had in mind, at the very least, to take a look at it and dive in as they intended. I don't know, I guess it feels the same way to me as like reading a book series out of order. The author chose to tell the story in a certain timeline, and I just feel like you should respect the work, man. So let's take a look at the cards. The autumn sun is sunning again today. And these cards are actually glossy, so I will do my best to make sure that the images are clear and nothing's getting in the way. I'm also going to try to consciously not bump the mic. It's a little tricky. Bear with me. I don't actually think it was that bad in the last video, but just in case you're listening with headphones. Okay. Okay, so this is what the back looks like. It's got the DW for Darkwood. I love this design around it. It reminds me of those old ornate mirrors. There's what looks like a goat's head and a bat, spiders hanging. It's very creepy, cute, gothic, elegant. This whole deck is like that, so this one's gonna be a fun one. Let's take a look. So we're starting the Major Arcana with the Fool card. Beautiful card. She looks like she's heading off on a grand adventure with the dog and the cat. Very, very beautiful card. And we have the Magician, as above, so below, with all of the elements and the tarot cards. The owl up here, always, for me, representing wisdom. Very cool card, like the detail. The High Priestess. There's a D and a W for Darkwood. Very beautiful. A lot of beautiful women in Abigail Larson's artwork. A lot of beautiful men too. But like I say, every card tells a story all its own, and I love it. The Empress. The beautiful mother. Creativity, creation, birthing. So beautiful. The Emperor. I like this take on the Emperor card, just having the Aries ram. The Emperor is the card of Aries. The Hierophant is represented by this wise old tree with the keys and the scroll with the symbols. Very, very unique take. I say that, but I have seen other decks where the Hierophant was a tree, but I love the way this one is done. I love the turtles at the bottom showing passage of time, all the books and scrolls at the side, the snake. I love that she's wearing this vine like a shawl. It's just very creative. It's very beautiful. I love this card. There's the Lovers. I love the way that she's looking upward at this figure of, almost looks like death, like a reaper. Beautiful. The Chariot is an eagle, which is a nice unique take on this card. Strength, you have this beautiful woman facing off with the cobra. I love the rose. I love that touch. Beautiful. I love the pops of red in this deck, like just aesthetically. And here we have the card that is on the cover of the box, the Hermit. Not terribly often that I see a woman as the Hermit, but I do love this one with her long red cloak and her lantern. Very storytelling. Like, you want to follow her, you want to know where she's going, you want to know what she knows. This Wheel of Fortune. I love that it's a spinning wheel. You have the hand coming in. Like, this feels very dark and twisted fairy tale to me. It's very, you know, Maleficent with all of her little minions in the books, these little demons flying around. It's also, I mean, rather thematic. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny. It didn't matter what Sleeping Beauty did. She was going to prick her finger on that spinning wheel. So I like that sort of undertone. And we have Justice. There we go. I hope you can see okay. Like, I can't. There's light, but there's shadow. Doing the best I can, y'all. So she's beautiful. She's got this really awesome sword. And these two girls below her, blindfolded and tied. They cannot influence their fate. Actually, I would like a sip of coffee. Warm coffee on a chilly autumn day is just like, love it. Hanged Man, in this case a woman. I love the little bat hanging upside down with her. It's very cute. I like also that she's smiling. The Hanged Man can like often come across as a negative card, but it's really just about seeing things from a different perspective. And the more you struggle, the more stuck you'll feel, kind of thing. So she's just chilling. The little bat, little spider, they're all just hanging out. I like it. This is an awesome death card. You have the Reaper, the Angel, and the Child. Because death does not discriminate. This is a beautiful card. There's so much detail. I love the scythe, like the detail in his hourglass. Just beautiful. This hand coming out of the trees. Like, it just, there's so much going on. If you look really closely, this tree is like the figure of a person. There's a lot going on here, showing that these cycles of life and death and rebirth are complicated, complex, intricate, beautiful. This is such a haunting deck. I love it so much. Temperance. I like this one a lot. I think this is a really beautiful card. A lot of beautiful detail. I love her headpiece and her horns and her wings. Are we out of focus? Sorry, guys. There we go. I actually adore this devil card. I like the page in the card to sort of give him this awesome size. Like, it gives you an idea of just how big he is. He's got his chains and his club. He is a formidable creature in the story of the Darkwood Tarot. Visually, anyway. The devil has many lessons for us. I actually quite enjoy having the devil card come up in a tarot reading. It's very good at drawing attention to areas that need it very badly. The devil card. Amazing, beautiful, stunning, horrifically lovely. Moving on. Tower. I actually really like this Tower card because this card has Dracula written all over it. And Elizabeth falling from the tower, throwing herself. This destruction, because she believed her world was ending, right? She thought her world was crumbling. She didn't know it was a lie. This is brilliant, beautiful. Absolutely love this card so much. The Star, beautiful card. In traditional tarot, it's my favorite card. It's all about hope and the light after the dark. After the chaos of the tower, we have the star appearing to show us that all is not lost. And her little friends, the bats, coming to see how she's doing. Beautiful. The moon. I'm obsessed with this moon bathing woman. She looks so incredible. Like, her stance, her arch, her hand. It's so beautiful. She just, to me, she's embodying that old fantasy of the witch in the wild, surrendering to the power in her, surrendering to nature, to the moon, to the night. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful card. The sun, we have this almost Aphrodite looking figure riding in on the horse. Traditionally it's a child. I like that it's a woman because we can have our moment in the sun at any time. It is never too late. I always hear that when I see this version of the sun card. It's never too late. It's so beautiful. Judgment, all the Carmilla vibes. I love this card. Look at her. And they're in the graveyard. The Hocus Pocus Tarot took the Judgment card to a graveyard as well, if you remember, because we're all judged the same in death. Although this kind of turns that on its head, right? This vampire choosing her death, judging her differently. I don't know. I'm trying not to get too deep, guys. I just want to show the artwork, and it is serving. Love this card too. World card. This is a beautiful card. There's a lot going on without a lot going on, like if that makes sense. Not that the world card has to be a busy card, but I just feel like the subtleness of the symbolism in this world card has such a greater impact. She's so powerful. I love this so much. A fool no longer. Okay, so that's the Major Arcana. So beautiful. If I let myself, I could spend like forever on each card. And really the Minor Arcana similarly, because they are just absolutely beautiful cards. I'm trying to readjust without bumping the mic, y'all. Okay, so we'll start with the Wands. We have the Ace of Wands, traditional hand coming out of the clouds. Beautiful. I hope the sun isn't too bad. I think it's beautiful. I hope you guys do too. I love this card. Two of Wands. She has all of these like apple cores at her feet, holding her crystal ball. If it seems like the card is like all over the map, it's because I'm looking at the screen and then I'm looking at the card, so I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little over enthusiastic with this deck. It's just so stunning. Beautiful. This powerful witch. I love her crooked little hat. It's awesome. Three of Wands, we have this vampiress with her victim and her bats. Where to go from here? It's like there's no turning back, right? I love Three of Wands cards that give there's no turning back energy. Four of Wands. So a card that often means home and stability, and you have this figure living under his bridge. Hey, home is home. Very awesome. We have a mushroom. The Five of Wands, all these little demons fighting each other. But it almost feels playful, like it's, for such a dark deck, it is a very unserious take on the Five of Wands, just in my opinion. I don't think these little guys look overly vicious, unless they're all attacking the mushroom. Six of Wands, the Victory card, and we have these beautiful black and gray figures, and then this little baby. It's almost suggesting that the baby is the only thing in this photo that's actually alive, which I think is quite fantastic and gives so much to the imagination. I also am kind of obsessed with this woman and her face. Beautiful card. Seven of Wands, defending and standing your ground. Fear not the woods. Awesome card. Eight of Wands. I do love this card. I think she looks really cool and unique. And they're all hovering above her. Look at her tail. Like, just beautiful. The Nine of Wands. We have a creepy clown. Oh, we're getting some cloud coverage, guys. So maybe, oh, never mind. I like that he's beckoning you towards the fence. We have this she-devil. Beautiful. For the Ten of Wands. Similarly to my feelings about the Five of Wands, this is usually a card that feels heavy. She seems quite in control and very powerful. I'm not going to dive in, but I mean, if you're new to tarot, even if you're seasoned, never ever stop letting your imagination work with the cards. Go down every intuitive rabbit hole. That's what makes your readings unique to you. If we all read the cards exactly the same, it'd be super boring and there wouldn't be as many of us. The reason there's so many tarot card readers and so much success for a lot of us is because we read uniquely. It allows people to find a reader that resonates with them. And if we all did everything the same, there would be so many people that missed out and felt like tarot wasn't for them. But sometimes you find that reader that just goes a different way and finds something else in the cards, and that can really change someone's experience of tarot for both the reader and the client. So thoughts, just thoughts. All right, the Page of Wands with her floating candles. It's like she's in the early stages of learning magic. Love it. I also like her red cloak. There's a lot of Red Riding Hood thematics I find in this deck, or at least let's say a Red Riding Hood vibe. We have the Knight of Wands. I find it interesting that the horse's armor makes it look a bit like a seahorse. It gives me like water vibes, and wands are of course fire, but there's the salamanders to give us our fire. Plus it looks like the entire forest behind him is on fire, but anyway. The Queen of Wands. I always love seeing the Queen of Wands and how she's represented in different decks. Beautiful, powerful woman with her cat. She is licked by flames and unharmed, knows her power and owns it. Fantastic King of Wands card. He has such presence. I love this. Love, 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 love this Ace of Cups. I love the Raven, could be a crow, the Corvid, this Chalice. Again, we've got the DW for Darkwood. I love the hand. Abigail Larson just does these amazingly creepy, awesome hands. This is a great card. I think this is brilliant. Beautiful. And I love that the water falls almost like fabric, like threads or silk. Stunning, 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 always. Two of Cups. We have these beautiful horses. So nice. Kitties. We have Three of Cups. Traditionally, Three of Cups is three women dancing. I love that it's three cats. This is a fun card. I like it a lot. It's like a little coven of kitties. And then the Four of Cups. Sort of like the disenchanted. I love that the partner is coming around the corner with this rabbit, bringing food, sustenance. In their world, this would be considered like abundance, right? And just showing, don't give up. I'm not giving up on you. Don't give up on you. We still have things to be happy about and grateful for. I love this. So it's kind of dark, but like this sense of abundance for them is loss for the other bunny who's lost their partner. And this, it doesn't make this card evil, you know, like this is what they have to do to survive. It's just the way it is. It's the cycle of life. But just drawing attention to both sides of this story, I think is really just brilliantly done. So we have the sad rabbit. For the Five of Cups, the card of grieving and loss. And the Six of Cups. I love these white flowers growing out of all the cups. This sense of innocence. Seven of Cups. So much to choose from. All these bats. Distractions. Choices. Awesome card. I like this card a lot, actually. The Eight of Cups. Going up the mountain card, so to speak. The snake in the nest. Nine of Cups, which is, you know, the wish fulfilled card, and you have this cat with the bird. So this, again, this duality of success and tragedy. Interesting card. The Ten of Cups. Got the partners. She even got a little bit of a smile. And the pups. Full moon. Life is good. The Page of Cups. I love her little face and seeing this spirit of the fish coming out of the water. Very beautiful. The Knight of Cups with his picnic, because of course he is a romantic. The Queen of Cups, looking very comfortable, very sure of herself. If you look where she's touching into the water there, it's not a reflection of her hand. It's as if someone or something under the water is reaching back, and she's still calm. She knows what's under there. She knows it's simply more of herself. King of Cups. He also is a very formidable looking king. The spirits coming out of his cup. He kind of reminds me a little bit of King Canute from Vikings Valhalla. A little bit. I loved Canute. Anyway, great card. So that's Cups. Coffee. Alright, Swords. Ace of Swords. Pretty typical Ace of Swords card, but beautiful. Again, this woman's hands are just amazing. This is amazing. Amazing Two of Swords card. I love this so much. Because of course the Two of Swords is about making choices and feeling trapped and needing to get to a place of understanding that there is nothing there. You are not in danger. It is safe to choose. I love this so much. All of these dark spirits around her, but her reflection shows she is alone. It is such an interesting take on this card. I love it so, so much. Beautiful. Three of Swords. Beautiful Three of Swords card. It is a gruesome card. The Three of Swords is always a tough one, but has important messages. I like that it's in a spider's web. What's interesting though, interesting real quick, is I often associate spiders with like divine feminine goddess energy, but also with connection and communication. So I find it neat that it is a spider, and the Three of Swords being a bit heartbreak. Something you could dive into. Now the Four of Swords, the card of rest, mental rest, meditation. It's a little bit of a different take on it though. I mean, you see that she is sleeping, but he's coming in. It's not often there's another figure in the Four of Swords card. Five of Swords, another conflict card. This one's dark. She's got her hanging these swords in her back. She's ready to throw another with two more on the ground there. Card of conflict, quite dark, stabbing someone in the back. Betrayal. Six of Swords. This one's interesting because Six of Swords is, moving into calmer waters, leaving the storm behind you. And yet we have this woman in the boat with the baby, and she's leaving this other woman on the shore who's clearly reaching out, and the water is full of crocodiles. So not the usual calmer waters safe feeling that you would get from a Six of Swords card. Definitely dive very deep with this card. Seven of Swords. So this is usually a card of deception, and I find it interesting that again we have this Red Riding Hood figure, and it appears that she is deceiving the big bad wolf. She has all the swords. I often associate this card with concealment and thievery. Maybe it begs the question, who was the real villain in the story? I mean, he ate her grandma. Y'all, we know who the villain was. But I'm just saying, dive in. Eight of Swords. I love this vulture above her. And this is so interesting because normally it is a woman bound and surrounded by swords that are not touching her. She thinks she's trapped, but she's not. But in this instance, she is standing with a noose around her neck. And the rats at her feet. This is quite a despairing card, and it's maybe showing that the Eight of Swords is more of a struggle than traditional tarot may make it out to be. You can get very, very deep with this card as well. Nine of Swords, some anxiety, so nice. 10 of Swords. I love that she didn't hold back on this card at all. Some artists struggle to find their way with the 10 of Swords card, but Abigail Larson was like, no, this is the 10 of Swords. It is pain, it is dark, it is rock bottom, but when you reach the bottom, the only direction you can go is up. I love the little spider here. She's not alone. Page of Swords, like the bird with the eggs, the little bird's nest. Just reiterating sort of that youthfulness of the page. Fresh blood in this area. The Knight of Swords. Maybe the most formidable looking knight we've had thus far. All these corvids around him. He's ready to fight. He's ready for action. This is the man who trusts his own mind. I love this. I love the Queen of Swords. She reminds me of Elizabeth from Dracula Untold. She's very sure of herself. She trusts herself. Fantastic. And the King of Swords, also very sure of himself. He rules very strongly. A lot of strong intellect, wise decisions. Got the vulture again. Interesting. The last suit we have is the Pentacles. One of my favorite creative liberties they took with this deck was making the Pentacles apple slices. Apples have earned their place in folklore and mythology, and of course you have the star when it's cut in half. It works wonderfully with this deck. And I just love apples. I love what they symbolize. I love them for autumn. And that awesome hand, the awesome vines. It's just great. It's a great. The open gate, new beginnings. Fantastic. Two of Pentacles. Have this awesome creepy tree, and I love it's a gesture can be so simple, but I love the way the tree is holding them, like he's offering options, choices. Three of Pentacles, which I often see as the apprentice card, early beginnings of learning your craft. Four of Pentacles, but holding the Four Pentacles in the traditional sense of the card. Very interesting. Five of Pentacles, that left out in the cold, on the outside looking in sort of feeling. The apple is tucked away in the hollow of the tree. You see these two people struggling through the snow. She's cold but determined, and he seems focused on her. Five of Pentacles is one of those cards that really relies on the context of what you're asking when you're diving into its answer. Many cards do, but I find that one does it very well. 6 of Pentacles. This is such an awesome take on this card. You know, it's about sharing the wealth, having more than enough, meeting your own needs and helping others. And yet, it is these 2 girls signing a contract with the devil in the woods as he gives them coins. A promise, if you will, to live deliciously. Fantastic card. I love this. Love it. 7 of Pentacles. She's fallen asleep in the garden with this Reaper scarecrow keeping everything away. As she sleeps and her seeds grow. Beautiful. What I like about it is I find the 7 of Pentacles to be that don't stomp all over your seeds card. Like, give it time. Be patient. Let it grow. So instead of sitting there staring at it, willing it to grow faster, she's resting. She's done the work. Now it is time to rest and let the rest do itself. I love this. Love, love, love. I just love this deck, you guys. Can you tell? 8 of Pentacles. All of the hard work paid off. Master of her craft. She looks like a little wood nymph reaching for the apples in the tree. The wind blows these leaves. Oh, just love it. This deck is such a vibe, you guys. 9 of Pentacles. The card of abundance and luxury. Earning all of this. I love the snail reminding us that this takes time to get here. You know, for all intents and purposes, she might have woken up like this, but she didn't always wake up in this life. She built this for herself. She was patient and put in the work. Love it. And the 10 of Pentacles. This tree with the 2 ravens. And the kitties down here in the hollow tree, almost inviting us inside to see what else we can find below the earth. I also feel like it's a very subtle nod to thought and memory, the 2 ravens of Odin, the tree of life. There's a lot of detail put into the branches, but also into the roots. Makes me think of Yggdrasil, Halnan and Malnan. Beautiful. Page of Pentacles, contemplating all that she holds in her hand. Knight of Pentacles, this owl swooping in to what he offers, always learning. The Queen of Pentacles, she is one with the earth. I love the rabbit at attention, the vines growing up her leg, just stunning, just beautiful, the roses in her hair. This is a great card, beautiful card. And finally, the King of Pentacles. I love this card. He's almost sitting in this throne, but it has these heads. Like there's a consciousness to the tree and the vine with the grapes. Like there's a lot going on, and he looks very kind. I always found the King of Pentacles had a very kind demeanor about him, regardless of the deck, thus far anyway, that I've seen. He's very grounded, wrapped in moss. It's kind of giving Billy Crudup and Almost Famous, but anyway. So that, my darlings, my lovelies, is the Darkwood Tarot. A beautiful, stunning, stunning deck, rife with story and folklore, and this gothic, romantic, creepy, yet elegant vibe to it. I love this deck so much. I hope you enjoyed the flip through, and now I will shuffle, and I will pull a card for everybody watching, because I love that you guys are here. Thank you. Alright, let's see what we get for everybody. Our handsome little Knight of Pentacles. Now, normally when I read for clients, I don't tend to reference the book much, but when I do these deck flips, I like to give you guys the meaning from the book because I'm showcasing the deck, and I think that that's an important part of it, and then I will dive in intuitively. Obsessed. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, the Knight of Pentacles reflects the slow and sensual yet seismic activity of the energy of Earth. He takes his time making decisions and carefully plots and plans all he does. Just because he's slow-moving and cautious, don't think he's dead in the water. Every move counts. Everything takes on meaning. Do not rush him. Knights are the harbingers of messages. The wise owl descends to do the knight's bidding. A message is on the way, and it will have real-world results and visible benefits. The knight displays a cautious personality who chooses action with care. He would rather take small steps than risk a large failure. In this way, he is safe. He is a gentle soul who never wounds on purpose. Meaning, taking your time, thinking things through, slow and steady energy wins the race. Careful planning, realism in the face of what is before you, hard work and diligence, complete dedication to a task. Message is on the way, dependable. I won't read the shadow meaning of the card because it's for reversals, and he is not reversed. So in the Darkwood Tarot, the clearest part of this is taking your time and knowing that a message is on the way. When I'm looking at this card and I see this owl coming in, I see him sort of offering the apple to the owl, like an offering. And if the owl brings a message, then this is him showing his gratitude, this reciprocation, this balance. I am hearing take your time. I am hearing roots go deep, but the longer they grow, the stronger they hold, giving something the time it needs to strengthen its foundation, to hold fast, give it time. Reassurance is coming. Have faith and confidence that by making wise choices, that by thinking it through, success is inevitable. Regardless of what happens, if you can remember and tell yourself that no matter the outcome, it will be for your highest good. No matter the outcome, it will be for your benefit. Even if it doesn't immediately appear so on the surface, if you know that underlying things will be best, however they turn out, it's much easier to have that calm demeanor, to have that trust, that faith, that sense of grounding, that lack of chaos, let's say. Reassurance is coming. A message that actually holds weight is on its way to you. Your wisdom to choose to wait, to go slow, to take your time, to trust the process will be rewarded. And I'm also hearing, this might be for someone specific, but if you're feeling judged for taking your time, or if this decision or situation that you chose to take seriously and take slowly, if you feel that you are getting resistance or, judgment, I don't want to say attacked. And if it's not really an attack, don't convince yourself it is. That just hurts you. Just shrug it off. Just trust the process and trust yourself so that the process may unfold as it is meant to. Don't let them get you down. You made that call for a reason. If you believe wholeheartedly in why you made a decision, someone else's opinion shouldn't sway you from it. There's a difference between learning something you didn't know before and allowing someone else's confidence to vibrate higher than your own so that it makes you question and self-doubt. Don't do that. Trust thyself. Okay. Well, thank you for being here for another spooky season, super comfy, cozy deck flip. This was the Darkwood Tarot with art by Abigail Larson. The book, the deck itself, is by Sasha Graham. I love this deck. It is very beautiful, very, very deep, with many stories to tell. So, thank you again for being here, lovelies, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.